Sports can be so exciting, so it's common to see players celebrate after a victory. Usually, the bigger the win, the bigger the celebration.
For the win.
There are also plenty of moments during a game that warrant celebration. Things like touchdowns, interceptions, sacks, getting a first down. In fact, it seems the last couple of years I haven't seen anyone get a first down without doing their celebratory. It's almost like a requirement to do your little point to the end zone after you get a first down. Anyway, I'm cool with it. I don't usually mind athletes doing celebrations, but sometimes it can get a little excessive. Sometimes it can actually get obnoxious. I really admire these athletes for their athleticism, for their ability to execute and do things, but not so much for their ability to celebrate. It's funny when you see some of these teams and players put so much effort into their celebratory process, and it makes you think, what if they channeled that towards their game? They might be even better. It seems like they're always trying to outdo other players and other teams with their celebrations, almost like they're expecting some sort of award at the end of the year for it. Now, with the recent bowl games, you've probably seen some celebrations that might turn a little disrespectful. A lot of teams trying to plant their flag at the opposing player's home field, midfield, that sort of thing. So there are certain things that people can do to offend the crowd and other players. And so sometimes it turns a little bit disrespectful. Now, some people might take offense with some of these things. What bothers me more is my pet peeve I want to talk about today. And that's all the stupid dancing.
They're dancing.
I'm okay if you want to celebrate, but why do you got to do these dumb little dances all throughout the game? It just drives me nuts. And the thing that makes it worse is when you see this guy celebrating in the end zone doing his thing, and you look up and you see they're down by 3 touchdowns. Now, I thought I was the only one that this bothered because I haven't heard others complain about it. But just last week, while I was online, I saw a podcast with Bo Jackson, and here's what he said about it.
I'd rather watch football. I don't need to see a dance contest.
So it's nice to have a little bit of validation because Bo knows football.
If back in the day, when we were in college, we went out and did some stuff like that and celebrated just because we scored and we losing by 15.
You've probably all seen these videos about not celebrating too early in sports where they show people celebrating and then someone comes from behind in the last minute and beats them and they're embarrassed. In my opinion, dancing and doing all these silly things mid-game is another form of celebrating too early. Wait till the clock hits 0. If your score's ahead of the other team at that point, knock yourself out, do whatever. That's one thing I like about MMA. You don't see someone in the octagon hit someone and get a good punch in and then kind of step back and do a little dance. They're focused on it until the end of the match, then they can do whatever. I guess it's a different story when it's 5 rounds versus a 4-hour football game, but that's one thing I like about seeing people focus till the end and then do whatever you want for a celebration. Anyway, this is my public service announcement, aka gripe session about athletes that celebrate too early or too frequently or too excessively in sports. Just something I wish would change a little bit. Again, I'm not the celebration police, do what you want, but it kind of bugs me. If you didn't see last week's video about my favorite pro dunkers, you're going to want to check it out. Also, I got some fun videos coming up. One of them is going to be actually a fitness challenge for myself. As you can see here, the spare tire and the muffin top are in full bloom right now. I've got a lot of work to do for this upcoming year. I'm excited about that.
Push the button.
Do it.